This guy who lives right here in that township, in that city, in that neighborhood is involuntarily paying taxes to that fire department, and that fire department is just taking selfies outside while his whole house burns down. So, house is burning down. These 18 firefighters show up and think that it's just a good idea to not only take the photo, oh no, not only take the photo, but they posted it online. It was so bad. I mean, I can't even imagine what is going through your head thinking that that is professional at all. One of the residents, Deontay Higginbotham, who is the son of the 70-year-old woman, he lives there with his mother and he's completely furious. He wants all of them fired, rightfully so. I would be that furious as well. And here's what the firefighters argue. The firefighters argue that the home was vacant, which is technically true. I mean, they weren't there at that time because they were renovating it, and the homes beside them was vacant as well. The fire was involved. This is what they say. The fire was involved, and they were not going to go into the building. So somehow that justifies taking a photo in front of a family home that has been in their family for generations, smiling and posting it online and saying Happy New Year's. That's insane. So this happened in Detroit. Firefighters in New York, right? So the FDNY, they're lighting them up on social media. They're like, nah, this is not how you get shit done. One of the guys actually said, you gotta do your job. It doesn't matter if the house is empty or occupied. If something is on fire, you need to extinguish it first before you even think about taking any photos, which is totally right. I mean, can you imagine a house being in your family for generations? You grew up there, your family memories. It's already bad enough that it's burning down to the ground, right? And maybe the firefighters weren't going to be able to recover it. You know, that's possible. That shit happens all the time. Sometimes it's just unfortunate. But to throw it in their faces and to just be outside like, hey, yeah, great. That's like if you go to the vet and your dog is dying, is coughing and wheezing, it's dying, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, there's nothing that we can do for your dog." Meanwhile, your dog is still alive while it's wheezing and choking on its last few breaths, and then he gets in there with some of his coworkers, and then they snap a selfie with your dog in the background, like coughing and wheezing and shit like that. Dude, I would smack the shit out of that vet. So I can only imagine the fury that this guy feels and his entire family feels. This is why you need to have privatized fire departments, privatized police, privatized fire departments, right? This guy who lives right here in that township, in that city, in that neighborhood is involuntarily paying taxes to that fire department, and that fire department is just taking selfies outside while his whole house burns down. If they were privatized, then we can vote these people out. They have contracts. They have a year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever your township or your city or whatever agrees upon. And then if they weren't doing the right things, like this would definitely go against them in the coming election for new firefighter or new fire departments, then they get booted the hell off the island. And then we'd have someone better, more professional, people that are actually taking care of the residents and not sitting here smiling when everything that they know and have ever loved just turns to ash. Guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and catch me on my next video.